Live from the birthplace of country music, it's Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. Bristol presents Farm and Fun Time, made possible by Eastman Credit Union. Wherever life takes you, ECU is by your side.
In the evening, you're a picture so fair. Mellow moonbeams kissing your hair. In the blue hills of Virginia, I hope to win ya, sweetheart mine. Thank you very much. Live from the McLaughlin Performance Theater here at the birthplace of Country Music Museum. I'm your host, Farm and Fun Timer Chris Trulson, welcoming you to another live broadcast of Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. How is everybody? Radio Bristol, of course, is presented by the birthplace of country music, and we want to send out a big thanks to everybody who's tuned in on the various platforms. We appreciate your continued support, and boy, oh boy, do we have a really good show for y'all. This evening, this one sold out fast. We got a packed house as usual. So good to see so many familiar faces and some new ones, too. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, some of the artists we've got here tonight we've been wanting to have for quite some time, including one of the most hardworking bands out there in jazz and blues world. We've got Davina and the Vagabonds here. And some wonderful new old-timey music from the duo Hoot and Holler. This month for the Radio Bristol Farm Report, we're headed into the forest, specifically into the Nolichucky Gorge Campground right outside of Irwin, Tennessee. We're going to forage medicinals with Taylor Callahan of Tala and Time Apothecary. I said it right. Yeah. Apothecary. Our heirloom recipe segment features the Haint Mistress, Donna Marie, who's going to talk about the springtime foraging favorite here in Central Appalachia. Can you guess what it is? Good guess. Morels. Good job. All right, and of course, we've got Bill and the Bells here, Kalia Yeagle on the fiddle, Helena Hunt on the banjo, Andrew Small on the bass. We'll play an old-timey number, one we haven't done in a long, long time. It's called Roll on the Ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little song, it won't take us long. Been about 30 years or so since you heard this terrible song. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Little way, roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Went to town the other night, didn't go down to stay. lap and the pretty girl faded away. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Little Willie, roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Went to see Miss Susie standing in the door, shoes and stockings in her hand and her feet all on the floor. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Little Willie, roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Oh, good now. The raccoon got a bushy tail, possum tail and bear. Rabbit got no tail at all, just a little bunch of hair. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Little Willie, roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Little Willie, roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. Roll on the ground, boys, roll on the ground. All right.
Hi there, how you doing? Hope you don't mind us crooning about Eastman Credit Union. They're the reason that you're able to tune in. If you like all the things that we're doing, let them know how much you're approving. And say thank you, Eastman Credit Union.
Yes, tell them thanks for their support of Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time. Remember, ECU is there for you. From using your phone to transfer money, to making a deposit, signing loan documents from anywhere. For more information, visit ECU.org and join Farm and Fun Time and say,
Thank you, Eastman Credit Union.
hey, thanks. Thank you, Eastman Credit Union. All right, going to jump on into our first segment for this evening, the Heirloom Recipes segment. Food is at the center of our culture and is so important in the Appalachian region. Food represents much more than what we eat. It represents family, memories, history, place, home, and more. This month's presenter is Donna Marie Emmert, a.k.a. the Haint Mistress. Donna Marie is a graduate of ETSU Storytelling Department. By day, she is a shy children's specialist at Washington County Public Library. But at night, is the reigning Haint Mistress of Abingdon, leading a walking tour of historic downtown Abingdon's ghosts and history. This evening, Donna Marie is going to lead us into the forest to hunt for the springtime delight, morels, a.k.a. dryland fish, a.k.a. molly moochers, a.k.a. merkles, a.k.a. muggles. Anybody else know any others? Please give a big Farm and Fun Time welcome to Donna Marie Emmert, everybody.
How y'all doing? Woo, glad to hear it. I have a secret, a family secret to share with you all. My mother was a closet hippie. She was. I grew up with organic gardening. I grew up with Whole Earth Catalog and Linda Goodman's sun signs. I still have one of my mama's macrame plant hangers. I do. Now, in 1972, it all came to a head because there was a little fella down in Georgia by the name of Elliot Wigington who published Foxfire. You may remember that. Well, it was a collection of folklores from all through the South, and my mama, oh, she loved that book. Armed with that one and Jethro Kloss's Back to Eden. Do y'all remember that one? Yeah. My mom and I would sally forth to engage in what is today called foraging, but back then we just called it skunking. Well, in our skunk adventures, we learned plant and tree identification, folk uses for said items. Then Mother got intrigued with mushrooms. More specifically, morel mushrooms, yes, dryland fish, molly moochers, morels, you know. Now, it was spring of the year, much like this spring has been. It was started out real gray and cool for seemed like too long, and then it got real warm and good and moist and rainy. Now, she and I were naive enough to believe that people would share where they found their mushrooms. Number one rule, nobody will tell you where they find their mushrooms. So we skunked where we thought we could find them. We looked under old apple trees, under old box elders, around dying trees. We came home one day waterlogged and grubby after we'd skunked around a burned out section of the woods, but no morels. Now, we were about ready to hang up our skunking badges in shame. The afternoon, we went to visit my great aunt over in Poor Valley, Virginia. After Mama explained what we'd been hunting for all week, my aunt said, "Nell, look out back under the hemlocks." There, growing in the darkness of my great aunt's hedge, was a small blanket of dark, delicious-looking, beautiful morel mushrooms. Most were the size of a quarter, but some were as big as a hen's egg. Oh. Mom and I stood there gaping at the bounty, but not for too long. Soon we had gathered our little bucket brimming to the top, and off we went to the house with our dark little honeycombs called morels. Now, folks, fixing a mushroom, this is what this segment's about, the recipe. It ain't much. To fix a morel, you simply wash them to get the dirt out and the bugs that might be lingering. You cut them in half lengthwise if they're big. Then you throw them in butter and fry them. That's it. What else do you need? Now, that night, to make our meal especially wonderful, Mama also fried a big old steak that we could have with our mushrooms because my daddy was having none of it. No. He said he'd take the meat and left the two of us to potentially die if we'd made a mistake. Well, that night there was no mistake. Get it? I'll say it again if you didn't hear it in the back. Yes, because trust me, my mama and I got the best end of that meal. That is for sure. So, folks, long live the skunkers, long live the foragers, and long live morel mushrooms. Thank you.
Donna Marie, everybody, the Hate Mistress. To learn more about her wonderful work or to go on an Abingdon Spirit Tour, visit hatemistress.com. Thank you. And we are going to do part 2 now of the Heirloom Recipe segment where we write a jingle about what you just heard. This tune here, this is about molly moochers, it's about dryland fish, it's about Merkles, it's about hickory chickens. It's an antifungal jingle. Because this is about a frustrated fella who just can't seem to find any of those morel mushrooms. And it goes like this.
I've been looking for me sick. Everybody says they're a delicacy. I really wouldn't know between you and me. I never found a mushroom naturally, and I swear I'm about to have a fit. Fungus, what a mess. Slim pickings on hickory chicken. Dry land fish I doubt exists. Morel, you can go to. Fungus, what a mess. Slim pickings on hickory chicken. Dry land fish I doubt exists. Morel, you can go to. I looked in the dark, I've looked in the light. Not a morel in sight. Fungus, what a mess. Slim pickings on hickory chicken. Dry land fish I doubt exists. Morel, you can go to. Fungus, what a mess. Slim pickings on hickory chicken. Dry land fish I doubt exists. Morel, you can go to.
Thank you, Donna Marie, for a wonderful story. It is now time to get into our first featured act of the evening, and we have a wonderful group with us to help kick things off. Hoot and Holler, Amy and Mark, help to bridge the sometimes distant worlds of traditional bluegrass and old-time music together. With one foot steeped in tradition and the other focused on fresh songwriting, Hoot and Holler are helping to further the narrative of American roots music and introducing the traditions of our past to a whole new generation of listeners. Folks, please give a big farm and fun time welcome to Hoot and Holler.
Wow, Chris, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said about us. Thank you guys so much. Yes, we are Hoot and Holler, and this is our first time actually playing in Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia, for that matter. That was a tune that we learned actually from a radio program that our friend Paul Brown hosts called Across the Blue Ridge, and the recording we learned it from was a father and son duo who recorded a lot as well on a radio station called WPAQ out of Mount Airy. So we thought we'd bring, the whole radio station theme here. It's one of our favorite tunes to play. They were a great duo. The guitar player played with finger picks and even took breaks as well, so just kind of like it falls right in that nice crack between bluegrass and old time that we love so much.
Yeah! It's a good crack, isn't it? Anyway, we love all this old traditional music, and but we also write new songs, and we also play the drums sometimes, whether we like to or not. We'll do one. We were just in the studio recording our next full-length album, and this is one we put down in there. It's a little piece of cowboy existentialism, is what I like to call it, called Old Buffalo. Across the range, he got a long, long way to go, but he's Evelyn just the same. He don't read no calendar, he can't tell no time. He don't know the meaning of a dollar and a dime. Look at that old coyote stalking his weary prey. You know if he doesn't make the kill, then he ain't gonna eat today. His belly is hair rumbling, his legs are shaky and weak. It's mighty hard to catch a meal when you ain't enough to eat. Roll on now, I don't mind rolling slow. Roll on now, he ain't got far to go. He got everything he needs in his old gunny sack. He don't mind a lean old time, drinking the coffee cold. Well, he got peace inside his mind and comfort in his soul. Look at that old Wall Street boy wearing a suit and tie. He can buy anything he wants, but he's afraid to die. Money is a mean old hound, nipping him at the heels. He's digging himself a deeper grave with every crooked deal. Roll on now, I don't mind rolling slow. Roll on now, he ain't got far to go. Come on now. Break of dawn, sleeping on the ground. Walking in the noonday sun, it's 13 miles to town. Rising up and turning friends, singing a song so rare. In the land of milk and honey, you know we got enough to share. Roll on now, I don't mind rolling slow. Roll on now, he ain't got far to go. Roll on now, I don't mind rolling slow. Thank you. Sitting in the kitchen on the radiator looking out the window. Revelator spinning on the record player in the other room. Snow's falling hard in the backyard garden where the greens are gonna grow. Whiskey and my coffee is a party in the early afternoon. And everybody's singing Loretta, I'm over you. I'm gonna buy myself some new shoes. The moon is high, and so am I. Sing a train on the island, listen to her squeal. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Singing I'm so lonesome I could cry. Singing sad boy anthems in your denim on denim in a hotel room, or in a cowboy costume crooning at the Louisiana Jamboree. Talking about the hang while you're at the hang dang me. You ought to take a rope and a nope. Never, never let us real man is sitting in the heart of Tennessee, where everybody's singing Loretta. I'm over you. I'm gonna buy myself some new shoes. The moon is high, and so am I. Singing train on the island, listen to her squeal. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Singing I'm so lonesome I could cry. Executive directors write the snarky haikus. The karaoke royalty rehearsals in the mirror all day long. You can wear a pair of acid wash overalls, smoke rock mullet, or a white jumpsuit with your name embroidered on it. The bluegrass band is singing all your favorite 80s songs, and everybody's singing Loretta. I'm over you. I'm gonna buy myself some new shoes. The moon is high, so am I. Singing train on the island, listen to her squeal. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Singing I'm so lonesome I could cry. Ba-ka-ba-bow now. Thank you so much, Jamie Alvey.
Mark Kiliansky, Andrew Small.
Hoot and holler. Hoot and holler, everybody. Yeah. For more information, hootandhollermusic.com. We appreciate it. Y'all enjoy them? They're awesome, huh? Now, friends, it's time for the Radio Bristol Farm Report, made possible by HVAC and Ed Hill, full-service specialty contractor, offering a full complement of building solutions for plumbing, heating, ventilation, building automation, geothermal, solar, wind, and more. For more information, visit hvacbristol.com. The Farm Report profiles regional farmers strengthening our community through sustainable, eco-friendly practices, helping to positively impact our region's food access and health. Every month we visit a regional farm and do a profile piece on that farm. This month we met up with Taylor Callahan of Tala and Time Apothecary at the Nolichucky Gorge campground outside of Irwin, Tennessee. Taylor gave us a tour through the forest to help introduce us to some of nature's medicinals found on that forest floor. With a deep understanding of the plants she works with and a mission of sustainability and preservation, Taylor creates a line of herbal products for everyday healthy living. She's really amazing. I think you're going to enjoy this farm report. So let's jump right on into it and learn about the great diversity of our forest floor.
I am Taylor Callahan, and I am the owner of Tala and Time Apothecary. We are at the Nolichucky today, at the Nolichucky Gorge campgrounds today. We will be doing some wild harvesting. For me, foraging is more of an experience. It is an escape from my reality, and in that, it is a door to the past as well. Upon entering the forest, I take in everything around me, I take in all my senses, and I give gratitude before entering the sacred place. I also always have my identification book, because if you are not 100% sure about something, you should not touch it. The diversity of medicinals in a forest, they are from flavors to properties to chemical constituents. They all have their own special signatures. Yellow root is found usually only on the side of a river. It is full of berberine. This plant is a really amazing healer. It's a very potent, powerful medicine. The berberine has antibacterial qualities, it has antibiotic qualities. It's really amazing for the use of mouth sores and gastrointestinal issues. So wild ginger is a great edible food. We find it on the forest floor and it's very easily harvested. We do not have to take all the roots. We can still leave some of the plant, and it is absolutely delicious. So Solomon seal is a really special herb to my heart. Solomon seal can be used as a wild food in early spring. However, the root I prefer to use in my medicines. It is a really, really powerful medicine for arthritis. I like to call Solomon seal my joint juice. So I am really looking forward to doing some classes and some plant walks in the near future. I also have products for sale, and you can contact me on Facebook at Tala and Time Apothecary. My mission with Tala and Time is to become more acclimated with the earth and to share that with others. I think that it's very important for us to get back to nature and back to the remembering and back to the roots, no pun intended.
Taylor was really, really incredible. We want to thank her for taking us over into the forest, and she's actually here tonight. She's up over there. Give her a big round of applause. To learn more about food and farming, visit Appalachian Sustainable's website at asdevelop.org or visit Tala and Time Apothecary on Facebook. Again, a huge thanks to Taylor for showing us around Nolichucky Gorge Campground. Really was an incredible time, and we look forward to doing it again at some point, I hope. All right, folks, we are absolutely thrilled to have our next guest with us on this evening's program. I told you. Davina and the Vagabonds draw from the last 100 years of American music with influences ranging from Fats Domino, the Preservation Hall Jazz Band, to Aretha Franklin, to Tom Waits, to so much more. Touring nonstop around the country for many years, Davina continues to build and convert audiences one show at a time. I guarantee to you, y'all are about to be mesmerized by this amazing, amazing band. So thrilled to have with us on Farm and Fun Time, Davina and the Vagabonds, everybody.
Thank you so much. I really hope that you like our music. Black Cloud.
I've got a feeling something ain't right. I don't know what to do. I've got a black cloud hanging over my life. They told me to go talk to you, Mr. Lucky Man. Won't you deal me a better hand? 'Cause I don't know what to do. No, sir. Take it with me wherever I go. Thanks for the goods, thanks for the show. I'll take it with me wherever I am, wherever I run, wherever I stand. Mr. Lucky Man.
'cause I don't know what to do. No, sir. Mr. Lucky Man, thank you for dealing me a better hand. You see now, I've got a black cloud hanging over my life, but now I know what to do. All right, we're gonna do another original for you. Yay. And this song is called Sugar Moon. I don't know what that means, but... 1, 2, 3. The wind blew up, the wind blew down upon me and my moon tonight. The wind blew up, the wind blew down, down one last time, alone with the moon tonight. Isn't it grand? Feel like going crazy with the moon in my eye. Nothing says it better like my sugar. My sugar moon makes me feel like going crazy. Fire's out, the leaves are burning under my feet. In the still of the moon tonight, the smoke is choked up, my lips are turning red and pink and blue from kissing you, my sugar moon. No, 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 nothing says it better like mine. Nothing says it better like my sugar, sugar, sugar moon. Isn't it grand? Come on now. Says it better like my sugar moon. Oh, what a night. Nothing could go wrong. You see, I've got my moon, and he's humming all my songs. If I should die now, bury me with my sugar moon high above Medicine Lake. Isn't it grand? You see, nothing says it better like my sugar. Nothing says it better like my sugar. My sugar moon. It makes me feel like going crazy. says it better like my sugar, my sugar, my sugar, my sugar, my sugar moon. Isn't it grand? 'Cause nothing says it better like my sugar, my sugar moon. Thank you so much. So I'm trying to give you a whole bunch of us, because we're a little different. Well, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but so I'm trying to give you a whole kind of grasp of what I love and what my dreams are with music. So that was called Sugar Moon. And this song I wrote when I was angry. And I want you to know I don't believe in violence. And this song is called Start Running. I hope my hat doesn't fall off, but okay. The pins are coming out. You've got to see what's coming. Starts so nice. You've got to know what is right in front of you. So you better step up, step out, or start running. Or I'm gonna be coming after you. I know you're trying to take my man and my money. Girl, that's just what you do. So you better step up, step out, or start running. Or I'm gonna make a mess of you. What you want, it ain't happening. Well, you ain't got what it takes. You can hike that skirt up, girl, no one's looking. You see, nothing is gonna pretty up that face. You ain't got it, can't have it. I know you want it, can't touch it. Beware, girl, I'm a waltzing and I own it, and I ain't sharing. So you better step up, step out, or start running. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do. Come on, boys. You are. They said you might be at your mom's or your sister's, but no matter where you are, it just ain't too far. Well, you ain't got it, can't have it. I know you want it, can't touch it. Beware, girl, I'm watching and I own it, and I ain't shivering. So you better step up, out, or start running, or I'm gonna be coming after you today. So we just have two more for you, and I want to thank you so much, and I just can't believe that. Thank you so much for even allowing us to be in this room on this wonderful station in front of all of you in this beautiful museum in this lovely town of Bristol. And I hope to see you again. We're leaving for Minnesota around 5 a.m., so if you need a ride, just let us know. I mean, the van kind of... Yeah, just a little, but. So I want to know if you guys can whistle. Okay, just asking. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming girl. And now I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. Now even if time ain't really on my side, you'll see it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face in someone's new mowed lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. It's daring me in my sweet thing, 'cause he's the one that makes me feel this way. Now even if time passes me by like, yes sir, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I've got. You see, tomorrow I pay my dues for dropping my load, a pie in the face for being a sleepy boto. Sure if you are feeling right, a daydream will last long into the night. Or tomorrow at breakfast, you could prick up your ears, or you can be daydreaming for 1,000 years. That's a long time. Custom made for a daydreaming girl. And now I am lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. I'm gonna throw it at ya. Right. Okay, we have one more, and I just wrote this song, and I hope you don't hate it. Okay, that's it. This is called How Did the Devil Get His Horns? It's just a story, just to let you know. I'm not like a fan of him or anything. How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed. How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed. He came over to play. What can I say? I love the color red. He came to visit last night. He let himself right in with a whiskey wink. He bought himself a drink. He said, "Girl, you ready to sin? You see now, I'm the guy on your shoulder, the one with great advice. Come on, let's dance. Who needs romance? To jump up and roll the dice." And I said, "How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed." I said, "How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed." I said, "How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed. He came over to play. What can I say? I love the color red." He told me to call him Lucy, that he's my only friend. He said, "No one loves you like I do, all the rest to play and pretend." Now before I could count my blessings, he slithered past my feet. He turned off the clock, turned on the box, a ring of 5-4 blast on repeat. Come on now. started acting suspicious. I should have never left him alone. He ran upstairs without a kiss, said he needed to use the phone. So I followed right behind him to see if all was well. He was under my bed, grabbing my leg, saying, "Ha! See you in devil. Hey, old man, I can see what you are. You ain't getting far." He laughed and held out his hand, and I said, "Hey, old devil. Hey, old man, I can see what you are. You ain't getting far." He laughed and held out his hand. Now listen, I thought he'd be more creative, but he offered me some fruit. I had it, I'm not Eve, you're gonna have to leave, and finally gave him the boot. How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed. How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my... Don't. How did the devil get his horns? He got them under my bed. He came over to play. Come on now. God, he got them under my bed. Oh, they got them under my bed. Oh, way down on me, they got them under my bed. He came over to play. What can I say? I love the color red. Thank you so much, everybody.
You guys are wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Made possible by Eastman Credit Union. Wherever life takes you, ECU is by your side. To hear more from Radio Bristol, download our app or visit us at listenradiobristol.org. I'm your host, Chris Trulson, along with Bill and the Bells, thanking you for you to listen to Farm and Fun Time.